Well, folks, we are still continuing our week of the Q&As from our YouTube community members, where I talk about the issues that you want me to talk about. So let's jump right in today. Our first question is from Bonnie B.A. Bird. Sorry if I mispronounce that. I'm stupid sometimes. Here's the question. Since Biden's popularity is less than what's needed to actually win an election, is there any way Democrats across the country, not D.C., can insist on debates in a primary, or we won't be voting for a Biden-Harris ticket? After the pathetic daughter-granddaughter encouraging us to love Joe like she does, embarrassing, I will not be voting for him. I agree 100% that we should have a primary, that there should be a real primary process. That, of course, includes debates. I have mentioned that here. I've mentioned that on Ring of Fire. And I've mentioned, by the way, that of the three people running for president on the Democratic side right now, I'm a Biden guy. You know, I don't dislike Marianne Williamson. And then there's Bobby Kennedy. So not a fan of him or any of the things he says. So I'm leaning Biden, maybe Williamson, definitely not Bobby. Having said that, I think there should be debates. I think President Biden should get on stage with Marianne Williamson and Bobby Kennedy Jr. and explain to the country why he is the best choice. I also, by the way, think that Biden needs to get rid of Harris. Harris is a historically unpopular vice president, according to the recent polls. Like, the latest polls actually show that she is, in fact, the least popular vice president at this point in her history, or in her tenure, than in all of vice presidential polling ever. Like, she's less popular than Dick Cheney was at this point, and he'd already started the Iraq War by now. She's less popular than Dan Quayle, who didn't know how to spell potato. She brings nothing to this ticket. Like, she is dragging it down. She is a massive liability. So I think Harris can go. But the party's not going to do it. And you're not going to see widespread calls for a primary from anyone within the party. You're just not going to do it. Like, not from elected officials, at least. They don't want to run afoul of the party. What if they're not going to give me money for my next campaign? Then I can't win. Then a Republican could get it. You run into all of this drama that is so painfully stupid, but it's the way the system is set up. And I agree, it's 100% not fair. But I do think Biden needs to shore up the weakest spot on his ticket, which, of course, is the vice president. There are plenty of capable, intelligent individuals who could fill that slot and be a hell of a lot more meaningful and impactful in their position than Kamala Harris has been. Stacey Abrams, top of the list. Katie Porter, a close second. Elizabeth Warren. Like, there's good, strong, smart people out there that would make a much better vice president and possibly elevate the ticket to where we don't have to worry about who his opponent's going to be in 2024. But they're not going to do that. They're not going to have the primaries. And you're going to have more people, like Bonnie here, saying that I'm not going to vote for him. I'm not going to do it. We will see more of that, folks. So trust me when I say, if the Democratic Party doesn't open it up to a primary, Biden's going to lose voters. If Biden doesn't drop Harris and pick somebody who's capable, Biden's going to lose voters. And right now, doesn't look like the party's willing to do either of those two things. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.